Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, and good morning. We are on day 16, which means we are on the downward trajectory of finishing our 21 days. And I've already come up with some bonus material that'll happen after day 21, just because as we've been putting this together and as I've been going through what needs to happen on 21 days, I realize there's some more things that after we finish that 21 days that we're going to get to do something. And so you guys have been doing a phenomenal job. So proud of you, so proud of the conversations that I get to have, and realizing that the 20%ers are the 20%ers no matter what you do. And so out of the 60 or 70 people who made decisions, right, only 20% of them are going to do anything, and only 20% of those folks are actually going to go through all 21 days. And so I know that going into this, I know that I want this material to be available. I want it to be recorded. I want you guys to have access to it, because when you are ready, right, they say when the students are ready, the teacher will appear. So I want you to be able to access this when you're ready to start your 21 days. But today, I really want to kind of talk about what happens when the unexpected happens and preparing for the things that are unexpected. And I say, well, how do I prepare for something that I don't know what's going to happen? Well, that's exactly right. You don't know what's going to happen. All you can prepare for is knowing that something is going to happen. Something inevitably is going to go awry from what your plans are. If all our plans were perfect every single time and they were executed the way, in manner in which we wanted to be executed, man, what a world that would be, right? However, we know that there's not. And some of the best people that you know, some of the most successful people that you know, are people who are able to adapt quickly when things go wrong, who are able to keep a calm mind when things go wrong, who are able to direct others of what to do when things goes wrong. I can think of just in the last 16 days, all the different things that have happened that I've had to navigate. Like we were, as soon as I left, doing this stuff in Florida, then I went to California, and on the way back from California, we ran into a snowstorm, both in Utah and in Colorado. The one in Colorado, there was a 12-hour wait to be able to get over the pass because those cars were wrecking, falling down. We were able in Utah to follow the snow plow. That's how we got through. But just realizing that, I know that things are going to go wrong. I just don't know what it is. But I was prepared. I was calm. I wasn't thinking about, okay, what if we don't do? What if we have to stay in a hotel another night? Well, that's great. Well, there was a time in my life I wasn't staying in a hotel overnight. Couldn't afford to stay in a hotel overnight, so I sleep in the car, right? As long as I got a coat, gloves, hats, all that kind of stuff, they're available, I'm going to be fine. This time was a lot simpler because we did go ahead and go stay at a hotel, and went the next day and got home, and it was all really cool. But what if, in this decision that you made, what if your, for instance, your technology doesn't work? You're doing a podcast. I decided I'm going to do all these podcasts. I put it all together, and boom, I get on, and the people that I'm doing the podcast with don't have good internet. I just did one on Tuesday where I had to say in the middle of it, and I said, you know what? I called them on the phone and said, we're gonna do this another day because I don't want to jeopardize the ability for you to be able to do God. Now I was excited about doing that podcast. We went through about 10, 15 minutes of it. So now I know that I got to start the whole thing over again. And it was his, he said, well, I'm in a new location that I normally don't usually have. I've been in hotel rooms where they tell me, well, in fact, when we were in, in Michigan, in the hotel room, they said they have good Wi-Fi there. Well, the Wi-Fi was terrible, and I wasn't able to complete a podcast there. I had to go down into the lobby and try to pretend like you could do it down there and adjust and react. So the things that, I've seen it where I forgot my book, or my computer, forgot the cord for my computer. What about when you get interrupted? The times that you get interrupted, the kids come over, like when the snow day they just had grandkids here, right? Can't do the normal things that I do work. But how do I react to that is what is told by how successful somebody can be. Knowing things are going to happen, being prepared for things that are going to happen, and then reacting to it, because it's not what happens to us, it's how we react to what happens to us. And so in your mind, I know you can say, well, I'm going to react this way. But when emotions get high, intelligence low, right? So the goal is to keep our emotions low so our intelligence can go high, so we can react, we can do the things that we need to do. Because this is part of becoming the person you need to be in order to do the thing you need to do, is learning how to react to issues. So this day, I just want you to put some kind of plan together that'll